So I made a video while I was washing my Jeep Gladiator today, and the premise was that because of my car wash station I put together, I can wash it in direct sunlight, which is true, but there's some caveats to that. We know that the water here sucks, and we know that since they changed from the Cowlitz River to the wells, that we have to worry about water spots on our cars. So what do? We wash them in the evenings, or we wash them in the early mornings when we're not in direct sunlight, and we can work and get the job done without the water drying and causing the spots. And the problem is once the spot is there, it's very difficult to get rid of because it's mostly silica. So the video that I shared, and this little segment is going to be either before or after. I think I'm going to cut it in before the video so that you kind of get this idea of what I'm showing and discussing ahead of time. So I wash my cars in the direct sunlight. However, I still use the same rules. I will pull this car out because it's in the garage all day. I will pull it out in the evening and put it into the sun, and I will wash it. But the paint's still cool. And it hasn't been out there baking, and it's not 90 degrees. I won't do it like that. But if it's a cooler day with some sun, I will do it. Not a hot summer day. In those cases, I do wait. I wait until the evening when the sun starts going down and the intensity isn't quite there like it would be throughout the day, or in the early morning when the air's still cool and maybe we still have some clouds or fog. So that's what I do, but I don't worry about when the sun comes out. I just work a little bit more diligently and try to keep the car from getting dry in the sun. I still keep it wet. It will still spot even though you're going through a DI resin, but the spots wipe off. But you also want to be sure that you've got your car protected with a good wax. I like Carnauba wax for waxes, or you can use a graphene or ceramic coating, and those help as well because they bead the water, so you just get the little droplets, so you're not getting big sheets of water on the car where it can dry and all that. It's almost self-drying when you take and have those coatings. But that said, it cuts a lot of the stress and a lot of the frustration out of washing your car, and you don't get the spots like you would if you didn't have a DI cartridge system. The DI resin I use, it's blue and it turns to brown when it starts getting depleted. However, I use a TDS meter, which is TDS stands for total dissolved solids. I use that meter and I measure it. It's absolute zero with fresh filters. And I go through a electric pressure washer because the pressure washer is like 1.2 gallons per minute, and you want 1 gallon per minute maximum flow through your resin so that all of the solids get scrubbed. So for the car guys out there, this video is for those of you that haven't thought of these systems or know that this exists, and I'm just showing a solution that can help alleviate a lot of frustration and stress with your car and trying to keep it clean and spot free. So it's nothing new. A lot of people are going to know about it already. I'm going to share this and people are going to say, oh yeah, I've been doing that for years or whatever. So, but this is for those that don't know. And, still got to be diligent, but you still, don't have to have the stress of perfect conditions to wash your car and keep from getting water spots. So I hope what little bit I share of my system helps people. You can kind of see, you know, the video is of me washing my Jeep. It's 12:30 in the afternoon. It was nice and cloudy, and while I was washing the Jeep, the sun came out. It got to 74 degrees while I was washing the vehicle. So it kind of shows that, you know, while I didn't stress over it, I did, you know, kind of pick up the pace a little bit, make sure that I was a lot more diligent with keeping it wet, so that when I came behind it with a chamois, when I use Griot's Garage drying towels is what I use. They're big towels. They soak up a ton of water, and they work great. It's a microfiber weave, or I think it's a microfiber towel of sorts anyway, but works great. So I hope this helps, and I hope you guys kind of get something out of it, and keep your cars looking good, and you know, good way to deal with the crap Longview water that likes to ruin our appliances and everything else that we seem to need to use water for, our showers, our toilets, our bathtubs. So we just, us car guys, don't want to ruin our cars. So if you have Longview water, you probably don't want to do this. You probably don't want to wash your vehicle in the direct sunlight and get water spots. But I'm going to show you. If you're a car guy and you don't know this trick already, here it is. I mean, you can see we're full on washing it in the direct sun. It has warmed up, all the clouds have burned off, and most people would say, you're nuts. You're gonna get water spots and you can't get rid of them. Well, that is true. Let me show you. Not only do I have the Jeep there, this is my current project, which I absolutely don't want water spots on. As you can see, it's pretty clean. We'll look at the glass. Glass is always telltale. No water spots. Crystal clear. And I can wash any time of day. Don't care. Same with this car. While I try not to be honest, I can wash it in the sun and we're just fine. No water spots. No water spots at all. And we all know Longview water sucks. So if you got a cool car that you like taking care of, let me show you. Let me show you the trick. Most car guys are gonna know. Some aren't. And this is what you wanna do. You just wanna set up a little car wash station. It doesn't have to be like this. It can be as simple as this DI water resin. Do this, get your flow at a gallon per minute, because any higher than that, the resin can't scrub the solids in the water. So gallon per minute. The reason I have a pressure washer is to keep it to that gallon per minute, and it's more effective with low water volume to wash your car. So that's it. Longview Kelso. I mean, we all know the water was killer when it came from the Cowlitz River. It's no longer like that. They're using these old wells out at the mint farm, and there's a lot of silica. I test my water with a total dissolved solids meter. You know, what you want to do is use that meter and just test your water as you come off of this each time before you wash. You know, when it gets about to be 6 ppm, that's when I change those out. I don't let it get any higher than that, because I will get spots. The spots at that ppm will come off easily, but I still don't want to deal with them. So there it is.
Like it, comment. I don't care. I'm just trying to be helpful. Thanks for watching.